What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Goodol'boys YouTube channel. Today we're going to be working on the GMC Duramax. We're going to be trying to remove the transmission. A couple small updates for you guys. So obviously you can see we got it in the barn here. This is going to be nice. We'll be able to work on it without getting rained on or snowed on, so that's going to be good. Also, you guys already know the bed is messed up, so we'll show you guys we got a new bed. So here's our new truck bed. It is a Chevy truck bed. We'll have to change some emblems. We'll be doing that later on, but this bed is absolutely spotless. No dents, except there's a teeny tiny scratch in one little spot. This was a 2018 takeoff. You can see there's no rust anywhere. This thing's spotless. I got it out of Virginia, and being off of 2018, no matter where it came from, it's going to be clean. Show you guys the other side. So here's the other side. As you can see, teeny tiny itty bitty little scratch. If I back up, you can barely see it. We'll probably just take a paint pen to that and we won't have any issues. But yeah, full bed. Got the wire harness with it. Fuel door. It's in really great shape. We do have a hole for the camera, which will probably just switch out the handle. Show you guys the inside here. No bed liner, but you can just see how clean this thing is. It hasn't even been used. Okay, let's get this transmission out. All right, guys, so just taking the drive shaft out off camera, we're already having a small issue. We've already removed the universal joint caps. You can see they're broken free. But if you guys didn't watch the first video, this truck has been in a wreck and the engine and drivetrain has been pushed backwards. So normally you slide the drive shaft forward and it comes forward enough to get it past the yoke. In this case, we're having a few issues. This is our transfer case, and this is the front of the shaft. Obviously, the rear axle and rear wheels are back there. So, as I said, you slide this forward normally in order to get the drive shaft out. So, unfortunately, there's not a whole bunch of space, but this is our drive shaft transfer case. And you can see where it's bottoming out up in the transfer case, so we can't get it forward enough to get the drive shaft out of the yoke back there. As expected, there's going to be a few things like that. Not a big deal. We'll have to loosen a few other things up first. And real quick, if you guys didn't watch the first video, let me zoom this out for you guys. Okay, if you guys didn't watch the first video, this is why we're removing the transmission. So this truck has only got 92,000 original miles, so the transmission should be good, other than this little bit of crack, which actually is the aluminum plate on the back of the engine. So hopefully you guys can kind of see and understand where this is. We have the bell housing of the transmission, and then the oil pan on the engine, and then what's cracked is the aluminum backplate on the motor. I'm hoping we just need a flex plate. Hopefully that's all we have to change, but we're gonna find out as soon as we get this transmission out. So I'm working on removing the transmission cross member, and just figured I'd show you guys this. So I don't know if this is due to, you know, what the truck has been through or not, but this bracket that supports the exhaust is right in the way of removing this bolt for the cross member, of course. So unfortunately, just to get the transmission out, we're gonna have to remove a good section of the exhaust. which really sucks. I hate removing exhaust bolts and that kind of thing, but it has to be done. So anyways, we're chugging along here. We got 3 bolts up top there to undo. Hopefully you guys can see those. So right there, there's a couple. Come back, we have the catalytic converter, and then back here, of course, we have 4 more bolts. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's pretty amazing. Even a truck like this, it's a 2016, it's 5 years old now, and 90,000 miles, which to me, that's not a whole lot of miles, especially for a diesel truck. But check this out. Unreal. I have never seen exhaust bolts come out this easy in my entire life. This is great. Reasons I like working on newer trucks. Alright guys, so the transmission is out. Unfortunately, our camera kind of conked out at the end there and didn't get us pulling it out. But here it is. You can see we got it out all in one piece. There was a few tricks to it, just because, you know, everything is kind of tight. Got a big motor, big transmission, and not a whole lot of space under a truck like this. So, but we did have to raise the front end up a little more and scooch some things around, but transmission came right out of there. Not a big problem. So right away we can see there's nothing too crazy going on here. No broken crankshaft immediately that I can tell. Even the flywheel and flex plate looks pretty good. Of course, I'm 99% sure those will have to be replaced, because they are bent from what I could see when you're spinning the engine over. I'll just roll the clip for you guys. Yep. Okay. And then moving on to the transmission here. So this actually looks like it's in pretty good shape. So I know you guys aren't going to be able to tell very well. I got the flash turned on, so you got the best chance. But if I spin this thing around, you can watch the edge of the torque converter here relative to the outside of the case. And you can see it doesn't look like we have any run out. So I am going to probably take this off of here, just double check everything back in here a little ways, just make sure nothing's broke or bent or damaged or anything like that. And if it looks good, the transmission is all good. So hopefully that's the case. We're going to take a look at that, and then like I said, the engine just needs the aluminum backing plate. I'll show you guys real quick. So as we can see here, the aluminum backing plate is pretty well shot. There's pieces like this all over the place, so not a big deal. Hopefully there's nothing too crazy behind here. But yeah, we'll have to take the flywheel off, flex plate off, and then this aluminum cover, replace it, replace the flywheel and flex plate, and then we're gonna check the run out on the crankshaft. And oh shoot, So let's see, is that part of the crankshaft? Hopefully that's just part of the flex plate. I'm not really 100% sure yet, but there is a crack there, so we'll have to see on that. But yeah, that's it for now. The transmission is out of the truck. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Go down to the description box below. There's other videos on this truck. We're going to be doing a whole build series on this thing, since it needs a handful of things. For example, I guess I'll show you guys. You know, there's some wires and stuff that needs rearranged in the engine bay, a few things like that. But if you guys are interested in these kind of videos, go down to the description box. There's a handful of them linked down there, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Woo!
It's all about humanity.